All right, ready to dive into the future of work.
Always up for that.
Today, we're tackling the big question. Will robots steal all the jobs? Or will AI actually create new opportunities?
Yeah, the age-old question, right?
Right. But don't worry, we're not going full-on sci-fi doomsday here.
No killer robots today.
Instead, we're going deep on a report from the World Economic Forum to see what new jobs AI might actually generate. Get a clear picture of what the future might hold.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating stuff. This report, it goes way beyond those typical headlines. The ones, robots are taking over. It suggests that we're actually on the cusp of a massive workforce transformation, all thanks to AI.
A transformation, huh? So less about robots taking over and more about robots creating new jobs for us.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me more.
Well, the report, it breaks it down into 3 key areas. This is where these new jobs, this is where they'll emerge.
Okay, lay it on me.
All right. Trainers, explainers, and sustainers.
Okay, I'm intrigued, especially by those names. Let's start with trainers. It sounds like we're talking about more than just your typical computer programmer here.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Forget simply writing code. We're talking about a whole ecosystem of specialized professionals who will build, train, and constantly refine AI systems.
So are we talking like some kind of super programmer who speaks like fluent AI? What kind of specialized skills are we even talking about here?
Okay, so think about it this way. These AI systems, they need to be trained on massive data sets. And that requires some serious hardware. We're talking like electrical engineers, designing specialized chips, optimized for AI, like the ones that Meta is already exploring.
Hold on. So we've got AI being used to design even better AI. That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
It is a pretty wild concept, but it goes even further than just the chips themselves.
Oh, really?
These AI systems, they're power-hungry beasts. They need massive amounts of energy to run.
Oh, okay.
Which means...
But we'll need some seriously beefed up power grids.
You got it.
Yeah.
And that's where power systems engineers come in.
Oh, okay.
They'll be vital in making sure these AI powerhouses have all the juice they need to function.
Okay, so I'm starting to see how this is less about AI stealing jobs and more about it creating a whole new playing field. So what about these explainers? I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but something tells me there's a little more to it.
You're right to be curious. Think of it this way. Remember how clunky and user-unfriendly those early computers were?
Vaguely.
You practically needed to be a programmer just to use one.
I'm not that old, but I get your point. Thankfully, technology has gotten a lot friendlier since then.
Exactly. And that's where explainers come in.
Okay.
They'll bridge that gap, making AI accessible to everyone, not just the tech wizards. Imagine like intuitive interfaces that let anyone, your neighbor, your grandma, harness the power of AI. With ease.
So are we talking like AI that responds to voice commands, personalized AI assistants, that kind of thing?
You're getting the idea. It's about making AI so user-friendly that anyone can benefit from it, regardless of their technical skills. And that could mean a surge in demand for people who can teach, train, and guide others in this new world of AI.
Wow, so it's like instead of replacing teachers, AI might actually create a need for even more educators.
Yeah.
Just in the digital realm.
Precisely. Think of it like the early days of personal computers and the internet. We needed a whole wave of folks to help people understand and utilize these new technologies. And explainers will play that same crucial role as AI becomes more integrated into, our daily lives.
This is already making me rethink everything I thought I knew about AI and jobs. Okay, so we've covered the trainers, right? They're the ones building these AI systems. And then the explainers, making them user-friendly for everybody. But what about these sustainers? What's their role in all of this?
Well, you can think of it this way. The sustainers are the ones who make sure AI is, a force for good. They're ensuring that it's used responsibly, effectively, and ethically. The guardians of quality in the age of AI.
Guardians of quality. Okay, that sounds like a pretty big responsibility. What are we talking about here exactly?
So the report, it dives into 3 main types of sustainers: content creators, data curators, and ethics and governance specialists.
Okay.
Each one plays like a crucial role in shaping the AI landscape.
Okay, I'm definitely interested in unpacking each of those. Let's start with content creators.
Sure.
What exactly do they do? It sounds like something I kind of dabble in every day.
In a way, you probably do. Content creators are like wordsmiths. But instead of writing for humans, they're writing for AI. Their specialty: crafting the perfect prompts, to pull out exactly what's needed from an AI system.
So instead of just like typing something into Google, you'd have a content creator craft a hyper-specific prompt to get the AI to generate the exact result you're looking for.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about how we've all gotten better at, like, optimizing our Google searches over time.
Right.
We've learned to use the right keywords and to structure our queries in a certain way.
Right.
Content creators will take that to a whole new level,
Okay.
becoming masters of communication with AI.
That makes a lot of sense. And I can see where like having that skill would be incredibly valuable. I've definitely dabbled in prompt engineering myself, especially when using, ChatGPT.
Right.
What about these data curators? What makes their role so important?
Data curators, they're all about making sure that the information that's being fed into these AI systems, that it's top-notch. They understand that with AI, it's garbage in, garbage out.
Right.
If the data used to train an AI is flawed or biased or incomplete, the AI's output, it's going to reflect those problems.
So it's like teaching an AI to be discerning, like to sift through this sea of information and identify what's accurate, what's valuable. Otherwise, you're just amplifying existing biases and inaccuracies.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Their job is to make sure that the AI is learning from the best possible information. And that meticulous approach to data curation, it's essential to preventing AI from, perpetuating harmful stereotypes or misinformation.
So we've talked about the trainers building these incredible AI systems and the explainers making them accessible to everyone and the data curators making sure the AI is learning from accurate information.
Right.
But you mentioned a third type of sustainer, right? The ethics and governance specialists.
Yeah, those are the ones asking the tough questions,
Hmm.
making sure AI is used not just effectively, but responsibly.
Yeah.
They're like the ethical compass,
Yeah.
guiding AI development and implementation.
That sounds like a really important job, especially with all the potential pitfalls we hear about with AI.
Right.
What specifically would they be focused on?
Well, think about things like data privacy and security,
Right.
making sure AI systems aren't infringing on anyone's rights.
Yeah.
They'd also be looking out for unintended consequences of AI, like
Okay.
biased algorithms that perpetuate existing inequalities.
So it's about making sure that AI is used to create like a fairer, more equitable world, not exacerbate existing problems.
Exactly. They'll be crucial in ensuring that as AI becomes more powerful, it's used to benefit everyone, not just a select few.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
Get ahead.
For someone listening who's thinking, okay, but what does this all mean for me? What's the big takeaway?
The biggest takeaway, the future of work with AI is collaborative. We're not talking about a world where robots have all the jobs.
Right.
Instead, AI is creating need for new skills, new ways of thinking.
It sounds like it's less about humans versus AI and more about humans and AI working together.
Absolutely. And that's where things get really interesting. We'll need people who can bridge the gap between humans and AI people, who understand both the technical capabilities and the ethical implications of these powerful technologies.
It sounds like a future full of possibilities. Thanks for taking this deep dive with me. I feel like I've learned a ton.
My pleasure. It's these kinds of conversations, exploring the potential of AI and how we can shape it for the better that will be so crucial in the years to come.
Absolutely. Thanks again.